Hi everybody, welcome back to AYB Reviews. Today we've got not quite a review, but more of a kind of just showing off what we've got here. If you're not familiar with BaseLAN, BaseLAN is what AYB is actually all about. We do a biannual LAN, and we have a whole bunch of computer gamers come and compete in various games. And this year we've gotten sponsorship from a couple of different companies that have agreed to allow us to keep some hardware instead of giving us away for prizes, so that we can actually use it for demo system at the event, reviewing hardware and let people try out some stuff that maybe they've never seen before or can't really afford. So we've got some nice stuff here. Cooler Master's been really good to us this year. They've provided us with a case. This is the half XB LAN box, and they've also given us a 1050 watt power supply that we'll kind of show you in a second, and we've got a side-on 120 mil water cooler kit, and we've got Asus has sent us a mini ITX motherboard. It's the Impact, Maximus Impact, and then we've got from Zotac, we've got a GTX 780, and we also got another GTX 780 for an SLI demo, and we have a GTX Titan as well. Now in this one right now we've got a GTX 780 set up. We also got a couple of RAM kits. It's not actually installed at the moment, but by the time we go to the event, we'll have a 16 gig Patriot RAM kit. They've also provided us, so there's Patriot RAM, Asus motherboard, Zotac graphics card, Cooler Master cooling equipment, and power supply. Now, this particular case, actually, for the demo system, one of the main things that the manufacturers wanted is they wanted to have their hardware on display. So we contacted Cooler Master and said, look, we need a case that can show off a lot of stuff. So as you can see, you can just kind of open this whole thing up. It's kind of like a demo station or a tech station, that sort of thing. It's really nice that you can see like all the motherboard stuff. It fits a full-size ATX board, which we actually have another one that has an ATX board, and we'll show that off at a future date. So the 1050 watt power supply in there, as you just panned in there and saw, there's it's pretty jammed in there. There's lots of cables, but because it's a full modular case or full modular power supply, it was actually pretty easy to get in there. Now I don't have a screwdriver on me on hand, and I've tightened these up a little bit too tight, but the power supply itself just actually slides out on this little rail here, so it allows you to get in there really easily. And when the motherboard is taken off, this whole big square is open underneath there, so it allows you to get in with your hand to mount the bottom of a heatsink or something like that without necessarily taking the board out if you want to. It is a lot easier when you do take the whole board out though. In the front of the case, there's space. I don't know if you can see that. I'll tilt it forward a little bit. In the front of the case, there's two 120 mil a 120 mil fans in there. It's got enough space to put in slightly larger 140 mil fans. You can also easily get a water cooling rad in there in the front. As you can see, we've easily installed the water cooling kit in the rear as well. And then this the side-on 120 really fit in there actually pretty nicely. It was a little bit of a pain to bend these. These are kind of, I guess, steel coil cables, so they are hard to flex. So you have to kind of work it around and try not to bend them, kink them too hard. But once you get it into position, it fits nicely. So that worked out really well. As you can see, there's tons of space for cooling for the video card. We have another setup that's got two video cards side by side, and same thing. That's obviously got lots of cooling. So great case. Really enjoy the motherboard. The motherboard has tons of features. If you're looking for a small ITX board, this is like the cream of the crop. There's like every single possible feature you could think of. It's got high definition audio. It's still got the onboard video. It's got all sorts of overclocking features, extra software that allows you to tweak things. There's all sorts of different stuff. We'll get into a deeper review of the motherboard itself at a future date. As I mentioned, where we get to keep this hardware, it's not a short timeline this time, so we'll talk about it in depth in the future. I just wanted to give you guys an idea of what it is you're going to be able to see at BaseLAN next week, and we'll have this on display. You'll be able to play with them. You'll be able to get the experience of what a SLI 780 setup will be, what a Titan setup will look like. We also have Asus was also kind enough to provide us with some R9 video cards from AMD. So we have some R9 280Xs in Crossfire. Those are going to be set up and demoed as well. And we also got a R9 270X. That one isn't going to be on display to play. That one's actually going to be up for grabs. It's going to be some sort of competition or raffle or something. We haven't quite decided, but it's going to be available to some lucky winner at the event next weekend. So that's pretty much everything that's going to be on demo. And I want to thank Cooler Master especially for really stepping up. They gave us obviously the water cooling kit, the power supplies, and the cases, and they gave us 2 of each. So that was fantastic of them. Thank you very much. Asus, you guys have been awesome, or Asus I should say. You guys have been awesome. A couple of motherboards, a couple of video cards, giveaway and keep and demo, and you guys have been just great to us. So thank you again. Zotac, thanks for setting up the NVIDIA side of the cards. We're going to have an excellent showing with these graphics cards. People are going to be really excited. I've never been able to get my hands on a Titan before, so to have a $1,000 video card in my hands was pretty impressive. So thanks again, Zotac. That was great. Patriot, thanks for all the help with the RAM. We really needed some RAM kits, and you guys really stepped it up. We were hoping to get some 8 gig kits and open it up. We got 2 16 gig kits. Super generous. Really appreciate it. Thank you guys very much. And we look forward to dealing with you guys all in the future. So thanks again, and we'll see you again at AYB Reviews. Take care.